What gets less attention, this is very non-glamorous work, but very critical work, and the Secretary specifically mentioned some of what our diplomats are doing on the ground to make sure that in the wake of the military campaign, we are doing all we can on the humanitarian and stabilization side as our forces move into Raqqa. So let me kind of describe that a little bit, and I'll give you some facts. I don't want to delve too much into facts, but it's important to get a sense of really what's going on. And I've gone in and have seen this with my own eyes a few times. So as IDPs come out of areas that have been controlled by ISIS, these are people who have been living under ISIS for the last 3 years, we are seeing almost all of the IDPs flow north into the lines of the force we're working with. They're not flowing west into regime areas. They are not leaving to go stay with ISIS in the east. They're not flowing south into the desert. They are all coming into the areas of the Syrian Democratic Forces. Total now IDPs from this environment, not just Raqqa City, but the surroundings, about 324,000 IDPs. We track this every single day. As of this morning, about 146,000 are in prepared sites and camps, about 177 or so thousand in communities. And what we see in Syria is the population comes out from areas where the fighting is ongoing. They sit in transit camps, and as the areas are cleared, as they're demined, the population then returns. We've seen this now repeatedly, this pattern, which is a pretty good pattern. I was in Syria in March, again, near this town of Ainissa, just north of Raqqa, and we frankly saw thousands of IDPs sleeping on the side of the road, living in dirt, in situations that were totally unacceptable. This area at the time was really almost inaccessible to the UN. This was before the Topka operation had finished, so the UN had really no way to get in there. And it was a really unacceptable situation. So we accelerated the deployment of some of our experts and diplomats here from the State Department and from USAID to get key people on the ground who could help enable NGOs to address this situation. And when I returned to Syria in May, just a fundamentally different picture on the exact same road, before and after pictures. I think I even put a tweet out about some of the before and after pictures. 2 months earlier, thousands of people sleeping in dirt on the side of the road. 2 months later, very well-maintained camps, people in transit camps, and people being taken care of. That is due to the work that our diplomats and our military civil affairs people do on the ground every day, and they're doing an extraordinary job.